listening to the Pelicans Postgame Report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
Perfect. Fly Pelican, fly Pelican, fly Pelican. And I tell him that. Fly down, I'm a Pelican forever. Yeah, ain't gon' lie, I feel flyer than I ever been. We stay ballin', this New Orleans, I'm a Pelican. It's going down in the nest, wild, wild west. Come in town and you best, show us some respect. 3-point threat, I better make it rain. If it's up, then don't jump stupid like your ankle sprain. Always said, never hate the player, hate the game. Jumper where the dame late, punch a train. Post game, Big Q, talking about business. Bird gang, YouTube, they ain't flocking with us. Lock up the division mission, get into the finals. Finish competition, then it's going win the title. I know the flyer than you can get. Such a threat that the ref just might call a tag. You could double, you could press, but you can't check. Right, left, slide by you like a Eurostep. Fly Pelican, fly Pelican, fly Pelican. And I tell them that birds of a feather flock together. Fly down, I'm a Pelican forever, Pelican forever. And never, and never, and never, and never, and never, and never say birds of a feather flock together. Yeah, fly down, I'm a Pelican forever. Pelican forever.
As team effort, as it gets a little bit of contributions from everybody, just kind of what did you see out there tonight?
Yeah, especially on the road. You know, you need team wins like this to get it done on the road. You know, it's been a long road trip, and we got one more tomorrow. We're going to need, you know, all hands on deck tomorrow night as well. So really proud of the second unit at the bench. You know, I thought our starters were a little slow there to get going. You know, that second unit got us going, brought great energy. All four of them came out and played with great energy and focus, got us back into the game, built a lead. I thought we closed the second quarter fairly well, and I thought the starters responded second half. So, but I think a full team effort, all 9 guys, 10 guys that played, all contributed and did well.
Talk about turnovers and keeping those low. I think just 12 turnovers. So what was working in terms of, you know, not having any of those giveaways that have kind of.
A little worried early on. I thought here we go again. You know, we didn't get off to a focused, clean start to start this game. So we refocused. Brought attention to it. The guys responded and valued every possession from there on out.
You mentioned the bench. Just talk about the job that Carlo did on the offensive glass even early. I think he had 6 in the first half, and just more of what that group was able to do, including DQ, especially on the glass. Yeah,
the activity. There were a couple activity stats that you will look at: offensive rebounding, second chance opportunities, and the block shots as well. I think we had 11 last time I looked on the. I think we had 11 blocks. You know. Activity at the rim, activity on the board. That was a team playing with a lot of aggression. But Carlo was fantastic tonight. I thought Bryce brought, you know, an A effort. He really had a big game out there as well. I thought DQ and Fears, again, took another step as rookies, you know, in this game. So really proud of that group.
There's been times the last few months where Sadiq's been kind of a calm everybody down guy. You can slow down a possession if things are getting kind of out of hand, and just throw it to him on the block. Usually we think of that guy as a center. You talked a couple of weeks ago about, you know, missing that when you had JV. How has it been having him and being able to use him in that role? Not just use him in it, but have him be effective in it.
Well, it's a luxury because it's steady, it's consistent. We know what we're getting out of it, you know, and it's tough to stop. You know, it's something that we've had a lot of efficiency, high efficiency in. It's a calming force, calming presence. There's nothing like having that guy you could just, you know, dump it down to and something good's going to happen. I think it was a full team effort, though. We really did a good job executing down the stretch in that fourth quarter. Multiple guys, Z, Sadiq, Trey, obviously Herb hit a big shot. So full team effort to close, but it's, you know, Sadiq's a luxury, and he deserves that trust and respect, and he's been delivering. Good. Thank you.
All right, shout out to the fam for all things Pelicans. You're now tuned into the Pelican Postgame Report. Big QDC representing the Flocking Nation, man. We up in this when the Pelicans take care of business and get on the plus side once again by defeating the Sacramento Kings, man. 133 to 123. They snapped the 2-game slide and earned their 20th win of the season. How about that, DC? Pelicans hit 20 wins on the season. They're now 20-44, 9-23
I'm
on the
so
road. So,
ecstatic.
and I hear it in your voice, and I know you're ready to get going. Shout out to Jacob, Ryan, Slim, much love, brothers. Appreciate y'all for all being in the stream. Y'all feel free to hit the like button and subscribe and share as well. This was one of them ones, DC, that they were called upon to win, and guess what they did? They won tonight. So, what do you think about that before we get into the
Well,
breakdown?
I think we're officially not the worst team in the league. That's what I think.
I think that was what we were not officially the worst team coming into the matchup.
I don't know, man. This one, I was very unenthused. Maybe everybody doesn't share the same sentiments, but I don't really
They
think
don't.
Sacramento gave a shit. And
Maybe you was rehab
the,
for the
Pel- the
sugar
Pels
highs.
went
I
out
don't
there
know.
and did what they did, man. The way they started the first quarter, I think if we were playing a team that actually wanted to win, I don't think we would have won. But the second unit came in, did their thing, and that kind of turned the tide for everybody else as the game went on. And Derek Queen, I thought had a good little stretch, in the first half, and he did his thing. Like what I saw from Fairs, with the facilitation, man. That third quarter was huge for the Pels to come out and start actually playing team ball. They made a lot of shots off assists, and that seems to be what his team is at their best when they play as a unit, share the ball, keep it moving, and just don't get caught up in trying to ISO or somebody trying to do too much, man. Keep moving the ball around, keep trying to execute the offense or create good looks for each other. And I think they play their best when they do that. And also you got to keep the turnovers down. They did have 12 tonight. So another game, double digit turnovers, man. We need to start trending that back in the other direction as the rest of the season goes on. But Pels got a dub tonight, man. So, it could be worse. They could have lost to probably the worst team in the league.
They took care of business, man. That's the bottom line, and it's the first of a back-to-back. Course tomorrow, we know we got a much tougher opponent in Phoenix, DC,
Mm-hmm.
that we'll have to take care of, man. But first things
They
first.
kept
In the
everybody
recap,
minutes down, so that's good too. And
exactly in
we'll have
preparation of the
Dante
Phoenix game.
tomorrow, so
That's right. He had rest tonight, and everybody's good. So, but in this one, fam, let's take a look at the stats right here. 49 and 98. The Pelicans were 50% from the field tonight. 50 of 99 by the Kings for 51%. The Pelicans were 12 of 34 from downtown. Kings 8 of 31 for 26%. Pelicans shot 85% from the foul line, 23 of 27. Kings 15 of 23 for 65. Pelicans grabbed over 50 rebounds tonight against this team. Had 27 assists, 7 steals, and 11 blocks. They were handling the business. Plus, they managed to keep the turnovers down too. Only 12 turnovers, but they did give up 17 points off those turnovers. The Kings, on the other side of it, 29 assists out-wrapped the Pelicans. They had 5 steals and 7 blocks, and they also kept their turnovers down to just 10 while giving up 21 points off it. The fast break game was the Kings 21 and 19, and the Pelicans lost the points in the paint battle 72-68 in the matchup. So yes, indeed, Pelicans' largest lead was 17 in this game versus what the Kings did with 9. And a guy named Precious was the leading scorer and rebounder for the Sacramento Kings. He had 29 and 12, while the Pelicans kind of handled their business in just regular way. And Sadiq Bey was one of those other fans, just continues to show up for the Pelicans. Top scorer, Zion Williamson, 23 points in 29 minutes. He grabbed 9 rebounds. How about that for some of the people that talk about Zion's rebounding? He got 9 tonight
gotta
and
keep it
5
up, man.
assists.
Keep
Yeah,
it
he
up.
got to grab those. Plus 5 for Zion in 29 minutes. Trey Murphy in 32 minutes had 21 points. 4 3-pointers by Trey Murphy, shooting the ball, grabbed 7 boards as well, 4 assists, plus 13 for Trey. Sadiq Bey in 33 minutes of action led everybody in terms of the minutes, 20 points, 6 of 11 from the field. He had 3 3-pointers in the matchup, 3 of 5, 5 of 6 from the foul line, plus 6 for Sadiq Bey, helped carrying the day. Herb Jones, much better. even though he didn't shoot all that well, he did hit 2 3-pointers off of 9 attempts, 4 of 12 from the field. He added 12 points to go in there with 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal for Herb in the matchup. Eves got in there with 16 minutes. He had 7 points and 2 rebounds and a couple of steals, and he had 4 blocks in the game. Eves was going after. He was 3 for 3 doing his thing. And then, of course, off the bench, the Pelicans ran really meaningful 9 guys. They threw PV in there for a minute, but it was Carlo Queen, Bryce McGowans, and Jeremiah Fears off the bench. Jordan Poole, for I think a 3rd consecutive game, was DNP'd for this thing. And of course, DeJounte Murray didn't play because of rest and holding him back for the Phoenix game tomorrow. But off the bench, 14 for Bryce McGowans, man. He was in there doing his thing. Offense, defense, 27 minutes, 14 points. He 5 of 10 from the field. He had a 3-pointer, perfect from the foul line, 6 rebounds, 2 blocks, plus 10 for Bryce McGowans. 13 from Jeremiah Fears in 28 minutes of action as well. He had 6 boards. Jeremiah had 13 points, 6 boards, 6 assists in the matchup, plus 7 for Jeremiah Fears. Game slowing down for him. Queen, 26 minutes, 12 points. Tried 3 3-pointers, didn't land for him. 0 for 3, 4 for 10 from the field, perfect from the foul line. He did grab 9 boards and dish 5 assists. No turnovers for Queen. How about that? So 12, 9, and 5 for him. Carlo Mekovic in 25 minutes, 9 points. He hit a 3-pointer, 9 points, 9 boards, 2 assists, 3 blocks, plus 22 for Carlo Mekovic in the matchup. And there you go. In terms of the Pelicans manhandling business, I already told you about a man named Precious, who was the top scorer for them. All right, DC, floor is yours, brother.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the Pels for taking advantage of Maxey Renaud, because they had to get Eubanks in there to help on the boards, man. I think that was a part of us being able to get that victory tonight, winning on the boards. And also all them goddamn blocks. 11 blocks tonight for the Pels, man. Did their thing in that department. And Carlo, big energy guy tonight. 9 boards, 9 points, hit a 3-pointer. Defensively looked a lot better. I know at times Carlo don't be know what's going on, but he looked pretty solid tonight. 3 blocks on the night, man. Kind of led the way. Him and Yves, man, put some fear into their opponents in the paint. Not just letting a straight layup line be there, but it was a bit alarming for Precious Achua to have 29 points. I didn't really see that on my bingo card watching this game tonight. But nonetheless, man, Zion with the 9 rebounds, after being called out by Stephen A. and other people by various things, and he did point out the rebounds too. He was really harping on that. So Zion showed up tonight with 9 of them things, led the team in scoring in 29 minutes. So big fella did his job. Herb, man, I don't know. How many games has it been that Bryce putting up better stat lines than Herb? This has been multiple times at this point now. I ain't gonna say he better, but man, I got see something from Herb, man, before the season is over. I'm wondering at this point if is it mental, or is he just physically still dealing with an injury, or he wasn't able to get enough practice reps in by him dealing with those injuries? I don't know what's going on, my man Herb, though. He did come up with 12 points though on 12 shots. So wasn't extremely efficient. He hit big shot late in the game to help get a victory. So he still has that ability to kind of show up when it counts. And Sadiq Bey, definitely always got to shout him out, man. Consummate professional, a pro's pro, as Zion called him, 20 points tonight. He gave you 1 rebound, though. So Zion got all the rebounds that Sadiq would normally get. Only 1 turnover, but he was just a straight assassin tonight, man. Ain't fill up the stat column, but he gave them 20 much needed points from us tonight. And Derek Queen, man, I thought at one point during the game, DQ probably was gonna have one of those 2022 10 rebound, 8 assist type games, but didn't quite pan out that way. But he still gave you a solid 12, and I thought the energy that he brought on the bench helped to turn the game around. And then Carlo also out there, man, brought tons of energy along with Fears and Bryce McGowans, man. So really, the bench unit to me, if you give all these guys a game ball, you should, because without that effort that they put in to kind of turn the game around, man, and keep it going too in the third, because a lot of those assists were happening when a lot of bench guys were out there in the third too. We wouldn't have been able to win this game.
Yeah, well, and like I said, man, I figured, at first it was a little off-putting. Like Coach Borrego talked about that, man, but eventually they did iron out, and there were a few moments prior to halftime when you start seeing they came out of halftime. They had the little run that they hit on, so there was some moments there in the game where the Pelicans started to put the press down on them. Kings stayed a little too close for my liking, but the bottom line is they got the W. I mean, we still have some work to do in terms of our defense. Like I continue to mention that, and we talk about those defensive issues that we have. The Pelicans still looking confused on switches and what guys are supposed to do, and we gotta work all that out, man. But as we get, let's keep it moving. DC, we got the next matchup against you know who? It's the Phoenix Suns. This is the same Phoenix Suns that we are currently on the 4-game losing streak to. We've lost 2 in our building, 2 in their building. They've got our number right now. We have lost 4 in a row to this team. This team is a team that's 35-27. They're 20-13 at home. Phoenix currently leads the series against the Pelicans 3-0. They've defeated us every time this season. And now we have one final regular season game left to take this team and see if we can at least get a W. Now, they've been up and down over the last 5 games, 2-3 over the last 5, as opposed to the Pelicans have been 3-2 over the last 5. So if they're serious about making a push, Pels have to put their foot down. We know Mark Williams is supposed to be back on the 19th. So you ain't going to see him. Dylan Brooks is also out for later on this month. So you're not going to see Dylan Brooks in the matchup. But you will see Devin Booker. Devin Booker will be there. And like I said, DC, this is going to be one of those situations where on a back-to-back, you'll see Colin Gillespie. You'll see Green. You'll see a few Grayson Allen. Some of these sharpshooters, the Pelicans have to do a better job on this time around, man. So let me get the stat card up here for the squad. Right here it is, right here. So you can see a lot of the numbers right here, family, from the Phoenix Suns. 112.1 is what they average per game, with the Pelicans at 111.9, which is 19th. Theirs is 25th. Opposing points per game, 111.2, which is 6th in the NBA, holding you there, versus 120.2 by the Pelicans, which is 27th. You can see their field goal percentage is 27th in the NBA. The Pelicans is 9th. 15 in terms of op field goal position. Pelicans is 23rd. 3-pointers, they're a top 7 team in the NBA in terms of making 3-pointers. They average almost 15 a game, and that's 7th in the league. Their field goal or their 3-point shooting percentage, or their average there, is almost 41%. That's 5th in the NBA. Pelicans 3-pointers made and 3-point attempts is 27 and 26 respectfully. Their percentage is 26. The Suns are 12. So that shows you, that kind of gives you a brief look at what kind of team this is, man. Kind of deal with. And then, of course, DC, the free throws as well. They get to the line as well. They top 11 there. The Pelicans are 13 there. Rebounds, top 17. Pelicans 16. You can see the assist and on assists as well as the Pelicans do. Turnovers, 19th in the game versus the Pelicans with the 12th. And then, of course, you looked at the steals. They're a top stealing team. They turn you over with that, DC. Top 2 in steals and blocks. They're back of the league. The Pelicans have improved. They're 9th versus 15th with the block game. So, like I said, we've lost 4 straight matchups to this team. Devin Booker cooks the Pelicans when he play. Mark Williams is not going to be available in this matchup, DC.
Oh,
So
they won't need him.
so you got Colin Gillespie, Booker, Grayson Allen. Oh, don't forget well, Royce O'Neal always has. He seems to have pretty good games against Amir Kofi's there. They got a few other players there as well.
Yeah, Amir Coffee cooked us with the Bucks. So now they got him over there too. Huh?
They do have him. They got Coffee over there, and he might be born
Instant
for the
coffee,
Pelicans. Yeah, we'll see, brother. We shall see. But let's break this down right here. Like I said, we have access to DeJounte Murray. He should be back for this matchup. He was rested this game. The Pelicans are totally healthy for this matchup. What we got to do?
Unless DeJounte Murray being on the team just completely changes things, I'm gonna say we get our ass kicked, man. Again, Phoenix, they're good at everything that's our kryptonite, man. Somebody on this team is it's gonna have about 5 or 6 3-pointers, man. Every time we play them, that's just what happens. I don't see anything from the Pels to me that make me feel like that ain't gonna happen. Maybe I can be wrong. You got Devin Booker playing. You got Gillespie, who torched us last time playing. Grayson Allen gave us 40-something points. And then just the fact that they're damn near number 2 in the league at steals, man, and we having a problem with turnovers right now, especially with DeJounte in the lineup. Even though I think a few of the games he probably only had a couple of turnovers, but something about him being in the lineup and I guess us adjusting to playing with DeJounte is causing us to turn the ball over a lot, man. I don't think this is a team you want to be wounded in that way and playing. Not that Phoenix is like some world beaters, but they are like 7th in the West, right? I believe they're in the playoffs if the league stopped today, or they're at least in the play-in. 7th or 8th in the West. So looking at all of these things, man, the Pels definitely can beat Phoenix, but they've never shown that they can do that, man. This has been a tough matchup for us the last 2 years, with Phoenix. And when they went ahead and started their rebuild and went with Gerald Green, they got that new coach over there. I don't know what his name was, and we laughed and joked at the beginning of the season. Lex said he was better than Willie Green. God damn it, wasn't she right, boy? It was funny at the time. It was kind of like a joke because he hadn't even coached the game. But he actually is better than Willie Green, and he's probably better than Jazz Borrego as well. So we don't have that in our favor. It's just a lot of things. Just far as for the sake of a matchup, we just don't match up well with Phoenix, man. We don't match up well with any team that's going to be scrappy. They're going to hustle and can hit 3-pointers. Like that's kind of like really our kryptonite. If we can't just demolish them in the paint and control the boards, I don't see how we win this game unless we just have some miraculous efforts from our guys. Like if they are able to play the way they played tonight, where you got 7, 8 guys give you double-digit scoring or something like that, or you get Sadiq having a 30, 40-point game along with everybody else hitting their averages, yeah, I could see us winning, but anything short of something like that, man, I think this is it.
So I want you to respond to my keys to victory for the Pelicans.
Okay.
All right. So controlling the glass, right?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
So Phoenix, they dominated on the offensive boards. It was 18 rebounds, if I'm not mistaken. The last time when they dominated the ball, which is
and they're not even. What are they in the league? Pull a thing back up. The game chart. What are they ranked in rebounding in the league?
They rebound 17th.
Yeah, so they right there with us. So it's up for grabs.
So 18 rebounds, offensive rebounds, right? And that's that led to some critical second chance points. The Pelicans they got to prevent that. So I want you to respond to all these. I'm gonna go through them, then you give me your thoughts. So controlling the glass, I mentioned that. slowing down Devin Booker, who
Mhm.
historically punishes the Pelicans. Remember that 44-point performance that he put on them? It's a couple of performances we go back where he really cooked the Pelicans. So we got to slow him down. And then of course managing the back-to-back games, which is an issue for the Pelicans. I'm gonna look up some information
Damn,
and see
I
what.
forgot about that. Yeah, so they probably gonna come out all lackluster and shit tomorrow. You
So
know, they don't like back to backs.
right. So I'm gonna go up and see if I can find the statistic what our record is on back-to-backs, and I'll give it to the
We
family
probably never
members.
won a game. I mean, we only won 20, so I would
So
imagine.
I'm gonna go and look and see what it is after I give you the rest of these.
All right,
But
go ahead.
all right, so back to backs, we're in the final leg of some of these. So they got the five red game road trip. We had a couple of back to backs. We got to manage player fatigue, right? Maintain the intensity on defense against a team. Remember, by the way, the Suns ain't play back to back. They are a rested team that will be going up against tomorrow. We got to protect and respect the ball. Same thing, right? And what we talking about? Pelicans got to limit them live ball turnovers. They got to prevent the Suns from, that transition game where they get those easy baskets. And then, of course, the final key to me is perimeter defense. They got to close out on the Sun shooters, right? That's some of my keys to victory right now. Now, whether the Pelicans can do that or not, and you mentioned it astutely. You talked about how the Pelicans struggle in all of these avenues. Their perimeter defense is suspect. They're confused on defensive switches. They don't circulate the ball when
And
they're
the
supposed
interior
to.
defense is suspect too.
Defense period is the perimeter defense, interior defense. It's the communication. They don't know how to play defense, and I can see that. That's what hurts them against teams that are good. Like when you see what happened with the Lakers, and teams that are plus 500 teams that are playoff teams or teams that got some of their stuff together. For the Pelicans to actually get to that level where we could compete with these teams, they have to get more consistent and congruent on defense. They're just a mess defensively. They're too inconsistent. But anyway, that's my 5 keys of victory. What do you think about those before I give you the rest of that?
I mean, I think they're awesome, man. I mean, some of the things are covering what I said, and if they can handle that, I think they can get a victory, man. But the fact that you need 5 keys to victory, and the Pelicans, we careless, man. We be losing keys and shit. Just can't find them, you know what I mean? So I don't know if they're gonna have all 5 of them, Q.
There is one key ain't gonna do it, DC. You gotta have multiple keys, man. For the Pelicans, man. That's all I'm saying, and that's some of the keys right there. And they have and listen, bro.
We're gonna come out with some janitor keys. That's though, on a
listen.
back to back.
All I know is that the Pelicans have a chance in this game if they can just fix some things quickly on a back-to-back. They got to play with some intensity. We know Phoenix is not a juggernaut. They're not. Mark Williams was a problem the last time we played this team. Remember, he got Jose punched him, gave him the punch. He ain't Jose gone, and Mark Williams is hurt, so we don't have to worry about him in the paint. They don't have anybody that can match up.
About the time we played them before that, then Mark Williams, Grayson Allen still there.
I know. I'm just giving you the game.
And Dizzy Gillespie is still there.
Colin Gillespie.
Same tomato.
Dizzy. No, it's not tomato. Dizzy Gillespie is a black musician who's dead. Colin Gillespie is a white man who plays currently for the Phoenix Suns. He's a starting point guard. 2 different people, not tomato, DC.
Okay, right, apples and oranges.
It's not apples. That's not apples and oranges. What are you talking about? Anyway, listen, man, the bottom line is this. They have a chance in this game. I'm going to go against you on the pick. You picking them to lose. That's what you basically said.
Hey, listen, Q, hold up. I don't want you to put words in my mouth. I am not picking them to lose.
Oh, you okay? So who gonna win?
I don't think the Pelicans can win. That's what I said. I didn't actually give.
So stop straddling the fence and tell me who's gonna win.
I don't know.
Hold on, bro. No, no,
Yeah,
no.
yeah, man. Yeah, man. I don't
No,
know.
no, no, dog. You can't do that. You gotta make. You
What
got,
the matchup indicator said?
dog. Forget the matchup indicator. I'm asking you a question
I
straight
had no
up, man.
information, man.
What you, bro? It's make a chart. Make a call.
I need
Make
to
a
see the
call.
matchup.
The matchup indicator
Damn, they
is,
actually give us a 38% chance to win, boy. That's
and
pretty
so
good. For the
so the
Pels.
30, so a 38% chance. And what
For the
they what it was.
Pels?
So you gonna go with the matchup indicator?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So you picking them to lose then? All right. Damn.
I'm picking them to lose officially now. Before I hadn't picked yet.
Well, I'm going against
I
you,
didn't
bro.
like how you was just trying to pick for me.
No, no, it ain't picking for you. You said they're not going to win the game.
I said I don't think they can win.
Are they going to win?
No.
Okay, here we go. So I say they're going to win.
And I say you a lie.
Okay. I'm just going to be honest with you. I say they're going to win this game.
I think you're lying, but I kind of hope you're right, man. But
hey, you can call it what you want.
You think they're gonna lose too?
No, I don't.
You're just trying to be debatatory.
No, I'm not. I'm being honest. I'm telling you, I think they can beat this team. This is there's also listen, bro. This is the last game.
How they gonna beat them? Which one of them keys they gonna pull out? They gonna pull out all them keys.
At least 2 or 3. You need to have at least 3 keys. At least 3 keys out of the 5 to beat Phoenix. And number 1 is you gotta do something with Devin Booker. You gotta slow him down. The Pelicans have guys that there's a healthy Herb Jones there who give him issues at times. There's Sadiq Bey there. Pelicans are totally healthy. DeJounte Murray returns. He'll be there. Trey Murphy is healthy. Zion is healthy. Sadiq is playing really well. Jeremiah Fears is playing well. Derek Queens is still kind of trying to shape things. Bryce McGowens is another guy you can throw on Booker. So, I mean, they have guys there. You see, even some of our bigs are playing really good. You see what Carlo did tonight. You see what Eves did. So, I mean, it's a different Pelican team. Before we matching up with Phoenix, a lot of our guys were in and out of the lineups. We have a complete and total healthy team.
Well, let's see what
there. So I think there is definitely anytime the Pelicans are totally healthy, man, and if they can get them to sink in more on the defensive side, they'll give anybody problems. Like the Los Angeles Lakers game should have been the Pelicans game. They had that breakdown in the back end. This stuff has to change. We're not going to get all sub 500 teams for the rest of the season, right? But I'm saying anytime, DC, because you can never discount the veterans. Like you have guys like DeJounte Murray and Sadiq Bey and DeAndre Jordan and these guys here talking up. It's relatively on what James Borrego does. Hopefully he kind of adds Jordan Poole back into the mix. Because I don't think it's gonna happen. Well, I mean, you might be right on him not playing pool.
It's too many people. So like, I wonder if they're gonna go with the short lineup again. Ironically, it actually looked pretty good against the Lakers. When they had, I thought it was weird as hell. They had Herb at center, but kind of worked, at least for some periods.
Well, we don't know who the center going to be for Phoenix. Maybe it's Umador. OC Iguodala. It might be him. I don't know. But
you can't bench Sadiq though. Like, so DeJounte is coming back in the lineup. You got to play Zion. You got to play Trey. Got to play Sadiq. DeJounte.
I mean,
we putting Herb on the bench, or we just gonna go no center?
It depends on who they have at center. If Williams was there, they're gonna put a center on him. Williams is not there, so they might go small. They might go with Iguodala. I don't know. So we gonna have to see how that all lines up, bro. But let me put it on the depth chart right here. What they saying it could be, because let me hold on. Let me see if I can find it, because they're showing, they're showing. See, Mark Williams is out. And they got Uzi Iguodala. He's next up in the depth chart to be there. And then you got your boy Maliak, who's also there. So The Pelicans, yeah. The issue is, and it's something I thought about when we were getting all our guys back. I was like, man, Borrego ain't gonna know what the fuck to do with all these people.
He don't.
He really don't, bro. And it just
He's
shows like
just as bad as Willie, man.
he's the same. He's exactly Willie Green,
It's different. Willie would not make any adjustments. Borrego over adjust. He tried too much,
and sometimes late adjust. Sometimes he
right.
got late.
And they both go away from shit that be working.
They both do. That's true. They so indecisive on so much stuff. They don't have a traditional. They go, like he does the most common thing. Like, okay, when we keep Sadiq Bey in a lineup, I mean that's commonsensical, right? So it's certain things that he do is very commonsensical. But the stuff that you want him to stretch and use his imagination on, he doesn't. It's no foundation there. Meaning, like, if you're gonna have 5 guys, I would say this: Borrego's trying to just run a 9 lineup, 5 starters, 4 reserves, to make it simple for him in his maneuvering of his. Of his
2 players, man. It's got to be 5, man.
I say 5. I said 5 for 5. I've said a 10-man lineup. I say 10-man lineup.
But it's hard to
run it like that.
A 10-man lineup, man. There's been very few franchises to effectively do that. It's been done,
bro. That's because a lot of the people wasn't
really
deep.
Good coach, man.
That's because a lot of them guys wasn't deep. He can run a 10-man lineup. He already have his 5. He got 5 off the bench. How hard is it? I mean, you already established who's going to be the 5. They're going to be Jeremiah Fierce. It's going to be Bryce McGowens. It's going to be Eves off the bench if he's not starting. Carlo Mekovic is in the mix. That's 4 right there. It's 4 guys right there.
You said the DeAndre Jordan back now. It's like you can run Eves, Queen, Carlo, and you still could squeeze Poole in there. I think Poole should just be like a wild card, man. Throw him out there, just see what he got. Like, if he ain't got it tonight, then okay, you can sit him back down if you want to use him that way. But give him the chance, because a situation like that, what would the Lakers game have looked like if we threw Jordan Poole out there and he got it?
They would have won.
You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't like he controls the destiny of winning and losing every game. I'm not saying that, but sometimes when you just need that little extra, especially them nights
10, 12,
when
13 points
stagnant.
Yeah,
man, throw Jordan Poole. He instant offense when he got it going. Like, what does it hurt? It ain't like he putting Jordan Hawkins out there.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. The reality is you need scoring off the bench, consistent scoring. And that's what he gives you. I mean, you can mix Fierce, Poole, Bryce McGowens could be at 3, Queen and Carlo or whatever. That could be a 5 off the bench. You need scoring off the bench to have an opportunity to win these games, especially against plus 500 ball clubs like the Lakers or the Clippers. Those type of players, he gives us an opportunity to win. And plus, he's a $30 million player. But, that's what I'm saying, man. When we have all these healthy guys, it's all based on the imagination and the experience of the head coach. And we got an interim guy here. You can see why he's an interim guy. You can see it. So, I mean, I'm still going to go with my Pels, man. I think this is the final regular season matchup. We got these people. They've been beating the Pelicans up and down. They got 4-game winning streak on us. We got all of our guns healthy, and I still say that there's not one person on that team that can match up with Zion Williamson. The way with Sadiq Bey is playing, Trey Murphy shooting the ball, DeJounte Murray in there handling up, Hurd playing defense, Fears off the bench, McGowan's playing well. Queen is, a mixed bag at times. And like I said, you throw Jordan Poole in there for that instant offensive edge, I think that takes him over the top. But like I said, I think they'll beat Phoenix. I think they will beat Phoenix and Phoenix. I think this will be a good win for the Pelicans. They don't have anything for Zion. Trey still doing his thing. So I'm going to go with my Pels tomorrow, man. And we're going to see how it goes. All right. So anyway, DC, what you think about that shit?
Oh, I don't think anything about that, man. We're gonna have to see what happens tomorrow. I think you selling a lot of opium right now. But
I ain't selling no opium.
As down as I am on the Pels, man, I'm tempted to do a bag of that shit.
Who stopped Zion? Ask me that. Who stopped Zion for Phoenix? You heard what I said.
Who stopped Zion for Phoenix?
Who Phoenix got for Zion to stop Zion tomorrow?
James Borrego. Zion gonna get hot and go on the run. He gonna sit him down like he always do.
Okay. Oh, by the way, on the
You
back-to-back
got
games.
any other questions?
No, I don't. That just killed everything. Because if I start asking questions, you're gonna say Borrego the answer for all my questions. I just
Not
have to leave
really.
it alone. Yes, you are.
Not really. I'm gonna give you
Who
the
stops
logical
Trey?
answer. Who stops Trey?
Who stops Trey and Sadiq?
Sadiq is gonna be a consummate professional. He's gonna get you at least 20 points. He's actually in a bit of a slump right now compared to how he was playing. But Trey is gonna stop himself because what he's gonna do is he's gonna start overthinking shit, and then he's just not gonna shoot
Be
and
iso
disappear
ball.
for a quarter. He's just gonna disappear for a quarter or two after he try to dribble too much instead of like getting in a spot where they give him the ball and he just put up a shot. He's gonna do that dribble shit, have a few turnovers, might get a foul here or there for some bad defense, and then he's just not gonna shoot for a while. Any other questions?
Nah, it's all right, bro. I'm not asking questions.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
how about one for Jedi Connor? Shout out to y'all, man. Big ups to the fam. Jedi Connor says, which team you think we got a better chance of beating, the Wolves or Raptors? I was thinking Timberwolves because we beat them the last time, but it's going to be a fight.
I think we can beat both of those teams, ironically. But it definitely wouldn't be an easy win. But
I'll
if
say
I had
Raptors.
to pick who would be easier to beat,
Raptors.
I say the Timberwolves, man.
Man, you tripping.
The mental edge. And Rudy Gobert is terrified of Zion. And just the fact that we've beaten them, even with Rudy, when we've been able to beat them, before. And they don't. Anthony Edwards looks amazing. I'm not gonna lie, but the Timberwolves as a team, to me, like they don't look great right now. Like Ant be kind of dragging them to wins, in my opinion. But I think if out of the two, both of them would be difficult games. But I would say the Timberwolves. Just because of the mental edge, we've beaten them multiple times when they've been good. So it's a hard matchup for them.
Timberwolves, man, are on a 5-game winning streak. They won 8 of the last 10 games. They're the third best team. They're the third best team in the Western Conference. Yeah, sitting behind OKC and San Antonio. And then, of course, the Toronto Raptors are the 5th best team in the Western Conference. They're 35-27. They're on a 2-game slide, and they've won 5 of the last 5 games. They're 5-5, 500. So, very interesting. I'll go with the Raptors. I think the Pelicans will beat the Raptors. I'm not so much on Minnesota because we'll have a problem slowing down Ant-Man. I think we have a better chance to beat the Raptors, in my estimation on that. And DC, by the way, for the flock in some of the numbers on the back-to-backs this season, for the Pelicans, y'all, the Pelicans are 3-7 on back-to-back games. So there you go.
Damn, we actually got some victories on the back-to-backs, man. That's
your stats say 3-7.
I wonder half the victories probably was against Sacramento.
I'm gonna have to look it up for more in depth because they show me the losses. They don't show me necessarily the wins, but I'm gonna have to dig a little deeper to see if I can find which games that we. But yeah, straight up it's actually 3-8 on those games, 3-8 in night, in back-to-back games, So it is simply what it is. Let me see. The Dallas.
You mean 3? Dallas. So you say 3 you mean 3-9?
3-9. 3-9. So there is
they're gonna lose tomorrow.
No, I think they're gonna win, bro. Tomorrow, I think we're gonna win. We should win tomorrow. Man.
Make it interesting, making me stay up all these goddamn late nights, man.
Okay. All right, we're gonna let DC.
That's the worst thing you want, man. You stay up late, bro, during the week to watch them fucking.
Said, bro, that's the code of the game.
I just take it all out you, boy. Then we gotta come back and do it tomorrow.
They won again. They won.
No, they won today, but I'm just saying, like,
they're gonna win again tomorrow. Then that won't.
I'm talking about the last back to back when they had
that's in the past, man. We're not worrying about that. We're not worrying about no nonsense like that right now. All we concerned about is what we did tonight. We won tonight. We're gonna win tomorrow.
Okay, that's one. Okay, every game is a championship. I got you, DeJounte. All right.
Every game is almost. You got
On
to
to
win
the
every
next
game to have a
one. On
chance.
to the next one.
You got to have a chance, DC. Tomorrow you get your 21st win. That puts you.
But we at the end of the season. It's just like when you get old, you just start doing all type of drugs. So we just do all the opium right now. This is the end of the season. Just go ahead.
I don't know
hope for the best every night. Gotcha.
It's not about hoping for the best. It's work involved, man. There's strategy involved. It's hard work involved here. It ain't about no hoping. Sitting there hoping like you do.
Okay.
Hoping that curry you making tastes good. You know, all this bullshit.
I'm not making no curry, but
all right. So anyway, with that being said, we're gonna get out on that. I appreciate each and every last one of y'all for tuning in on this episode.
I appreciate all the hopium you
please feel free to hit the like button and the subscribe button and the share button, man, in this episode of PPR. We will be back tomorrow and shut DC's mouth up as the Pelicans will take care of business.
You know, I'll be happy. I'll be happy, man, to come back tomorrow.
I don't want your fake happiness, man.
You think us to lose tomorrow. I mean, this my team. Win, lose, or draw.
Don't sound like it.
Man, I'm tired of being optimistic, man. They didn't took all my optimism.
It ain't about being optimistic. It's about matchups, bro. That's what I'm talking about. It's about matchups.
And so this anyway, is a bad matchup. But go on.
Okay, I'm just saying. The team matchups break down individually, don't they? I mean, I'm just saying. At the end of the day, I asked you who they got for Zion. You told me James Borrego.
I mean, who did the Lakers have for Zion, Q?
The Lakers are a lot more talented, man. In my
estimation, they had nobody for Zion. Who did the Clippers have for Zion, Q?
Kawhi
can't guard Zion. Not stopping Zion.
Zion is not guarding anybody like that.
Zion is his right hand and James Borrego, man.
Okay. All right, we're gonna see tomorrow.
If that right hand come around, boy.
504 Fresh said we got 20 wins. That's right. 20 wins on the season, man. We gotta hold on. Let me see before we go. How many games we got left, man? Let me do a game check, DC, to make sure.
17, 16, something like that.
It's getting close, fam. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 games remaining.
18,
got 18 games.
Oh, wow. 2 more.
Phoenix game tomorrow, so that'll be the last of the 6 games where we were on the road.
18
which means
games.
Pelicans beat Phoenix tomorrow. That means we get off this 6-game road trip. We pick up 4 wins. So we go 4-2 on the 6-game road trip, which is actually not bad at all. It could have been better than that. We should have beat the Lakers, but you know, we had that blowout loss to the Clippers, but that's respectable. But we come home, we got Washington and Toronto. Then we hit the road for 1 for Houston. Then we come home for 4 straight. Dallas. We get Clippers back to back, literally on March 18 and 19. We got the Clippers. Then that Saturday, following Saturday, we'll have the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's going to be a tough game. New York, we got to then hit the road for 3 straight against the New York Knicks, Detroit, and Toronto. All teams that's in the playoff hunt. And then we come home for Houston, hit the road again for Portland and Sacramento. Come home for Orlando, who we haven't beaten in a while, Utah for the final one, and then we hit the road for the final 2 times of the regular season against Boston and Minnesota. I don't know what Tatum is supposed to return, but I seen a report saying Tatum's supposed to
coming back now.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, people are a little nervous for him because they're saying this is uncharted territory for somebody to come back so soon from a torn Achilles. 10 months, man. This will be the fastest, I think, turnaround ever.
Well, before we see him, DC, he'll then tested that out and everything because we ain't gonna see him until April the 10th. So, and then Minnesota against Ant-Man in up there in Target Center is the last game in the center.
Yeah, and then after that, we get to hear that Joe Dumars postseason presser.
What would that say?
I don't know. I'm curious to hear what type of bullshit they gonna sell us.
Ain't nothing to bullshit about. What you talking about? Ain't nothing to bullshit about.
I mean, they still gotta sell tickets, so
I mean, it ain't no tickets going to be sold unless they get to the play-in. I mean, if they make the play-in, if they don't make the play-in at the end of the season, then there will be um, decisions made. Then the off season would be more about
So out of
them
these
looking for a
18
coach.
games, what are we winning? Are we're winning half of them? We're gonna win 9 games. We're gonna
I
win
don't think
10. We're
I
gonna
don't think you make it.
we win
You're
7
not make
games.
you can't with 18 games left. You're not going to no play-in. If that's feasible, winning half of the games.
They dead at that. When they got blowed out by the Clippers, that the glimmer of any type of hope of that dream was dead.
I mean, if you look at it right now, where are they about 9.5
Statistically,
games?
they're not out of it statistically, I think, but
No, they're not out of it statistically.
chances are slim to none, man. It'll take a catastrophic collapse from
They
either
got,
Clippers
I mean,
or Portland.
18 games. You got to win. I would say out of 18, you're looking at about 12 to 15 games you got to win. Because it's high because you lost so many games. So I would say I would even go as high as saying 15 games.
Portland has 30 wins right now, man, and we got 20.
Right. So they would have to go on.
They would have to go almost not undefeated, but like you said, you got to win about 15 games, and then
you got to win. You got to win.
You got to lose some games, a lot of games.
Yes, but there'll be some of that going on because there'll be a tank factor with some of these teams you'll be playing. They'll be in full out tank mode as you get into these games. But the reality is, some of these teams the Pelicans are playing are teams that are going to be competing for a playoff spot. Some of them guys going to be in the play-in. So you're not gonna get teams like we got tonight.
We play Portland too. We play them. You got
Portland.
Sacramento one more time.
Yep, you got Sacramento. You got Portland. You got
Utah another time. You
got Utah. Yes. So you can build it up. You can build it up all you want.
That's 4 wins right there.
Yeah, but you have teams you have to be able to beat. That's going to be difficult teams. You got Cleveland in there. You got the Knicks in there. You got the Knicks in there. You got Detroit in there. You got Houston in there. You got Orlando in there. So you're gonna have to kind of you done ran out of losses because you done lost so many games. You got to finish the season on a strong winning streak. That's the bottom line to have a chance. And if they all healthy, why the hell not? Why the hell not, man? You can't use the excuse that all the players are hurt. Or if we had Zion, we would have did this. Or if we'd had DeJounte Murray, all them guys is there. You got all of them. Everybody's available. So why not attend?
See us winning 8 or 9 games, man. But 15, no, that's a tough one.
It's 504 Fresh says, can we get 30 wins, man?
That would be nice.
With all these guys here, I'm saying there should be a unified motion across the team because there's nothing to distract them from anything else. There's no draft, or none of that foolishness. All they have is the play-in hopes. As dim as they are, they're not eliminated. They're totally healthy. That's all they can fixate on is that. So there should be a unified movement for them guys to start winning game one at a time and doing the best they can do. They gotta level this out. And we go into the off season and we handle business. I still say even if we do make the plan and if we mess around and make it to the playoffs, I still say Borrego's out of here. The coaching staff got to go, man. These guys got to get the hell out of here, man. They got to get the hell out of here. This guy got all this talent and don't know what to do with. He can't even situate a 5 good reserve players to play consistently so they can build some camaraderie. Got guys in and out of the fucking lineup. He don't know what he's doing, bro. So, I mean, you got to have a bench on most nights so you take the pressure off your starting 5. You need a solid bench. You can't be bench and pool every night. For whatever. I mean, come on, dog. We can't. You gotta play him, bro, because you gotta play him to trade him. You need whatever offensive production. You're not gonna have no run unless you throw him in there in the mix. So, like I said, man, we'll see. This is 18 games is all we got, bro, and we'll see where they march and see if they can get in there, man. That's right, Slim. Slim said 1 game at a time. That's the mantra, man. 1 game at a time, and it starts tomorrow. We got one against Sacramento. Well, let's do it against Phoenix. Phoenix not a juggernaut. Y'all got to level up. Washington's not a juggernaut. Toronto's not a juggernaut. They playing good basketball right now. Houston's not a juggernaut. No team that we got on this docket, DC, is what you would consider a juggernaut. They got some really good teams. Cleveland's tough. New York's tough. You know, we should have beat Cleveland. I mean, Clippers. Portland is not a juggernaut. Sacramento, you damn sure not. Orlando, we treat them like they're a juggernaut. We ain't been able to knock them off. But Boston and Minnesota, man, these are tough teams, but very feasible. It's about the mentality and mindset of the team, man. They're getting paid a lot of money. They need to step up and handle business and stop playing, man. That's all we got. All right, so anyway, with that being said, man, we're going to get out of here. Shout out to the fam, man. Appreciate y'all for being on a live stand-up on this one. Shout out to Jedi Connor. What's up, B-Mac? Shout out to you, 504 Fresh. Big ups to Jedi. Much love. Lou Green, shout out to you, my man. Hotline Bling, shout out to you as well. Daniel, big ups to everybody, man. Simalek, big ups to you, fam. Appreciate you. What's up, Miggy? Big ups to Miggy. Ryan, Jacob, man, much love. Appreciate y'all. Y'all hit the like button and the share button. Man, we're going to be back tomorrow to talk more about it, man. Hope we can shut DC up with that hating he doing on our squad. I'm going to holler at y'all on the next one. Much love, peace, and go Pels.
You're listening to the Pelicans Postgame Report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
Perfect. Fly Pelican, fly Pelican, fly Pelican. And I tell them that. Fly down, I'm a Pelican forever. Yeah, ain't gon' lie, I feel flyer than I ever been. We stay ballin', this New Orleans, I'm a Pelican. It's going down in the nest, wild, wild west. Come in town and you best, show us some respect. 3-point threat, I better make it rain. If it's up, then don't jump stupid like your ankle sprain. Always said, never hate the player, hate the game. Jumper where the dame late, punch a train. Post game, big Q, talking about business. Bird gang, YouTube, they ain't flocking with us. Lock up the division mission, get into the finals. Finish competition, then it's going win the title. I know the flyer than you can get. Such a threat that the ref just might call a tag. You could double, you could press, but you can't check. Right, left, slide by you like a Eurostep. Fly Pelican, fly Pelican, fly Pelican. And I tell them that birds of a feather flock together. Fly down, I'm a Pelican forever, Pelican forever. And never, and never, and never, and never, and never, and never say birds of a feather flock together. Yeah, fly down, I'm a Pelican forever, Pelican forever.
Hey, New Orleans! Whether you're catching up on Saints news at Jackson Square, checking Pelicans scores in the Garden District, or staying updated on LSU while grabbing coffee in the French Quarter, there's one place that keeps you connected to everything that matters in our city. From Bourbon Street to the Superdome, from Preservation Hall to the Riverfront, New Orleanians are staying in the know with thehootitdaily.com. Your daily source for Saints, Pelicans, LSU, and all the sports, music, and culture that makes our city special. At work downtown, at a game in the Dome, or just relaxing by the Mississippi, wherever life takes you in the Big Easy, you can stay connected. Because when you're from New Orleans, you don't just live here. You stay in the NO. That's stay in the know. Visit thehootdatdaily.com and never miss what matters most to Who Dat Nation.
Welcome to the Pro Shop, where we create authentic NOLA-inspired clothing for men, women, and children. From Saints jerseys to Pelicans gear, everything's crafted right here in New Orleans. Whether you're shopping the Pro Shop, the Pel Shop, or the Pro Shop Kids, we've got your whole family covered with genuine merchandise that represents our city's spirit. Check for links in the description section below or in the chat.